everybody? It's your homie, Big. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say, okay, then. I hear you.
What's up, everybody? It's Christy from the BoxTruck couple. This is Walter. Say hey, baby.
Oh, hold on. I thought you were supposed to say, I'm Christy, and then I come in and say, I'm Walter.
I can't see. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you see the
I can't see the chat.
I can't see the chat either. How you make it come up? Let's see. There it is.
You can see it. So what I'm gonna probably have to do is I'm gonna probably have to. Can y'all hear me pretty clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you? We're not on mic. We're just using the computer. Can you hear us? We had technical difficulties, everybody. Yes, we starting on Black folks' time.
What?
Somebody made a comment. Black folks' time.
That's what they said?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. That's all right. We had technical difficulties, but we had every intention of being here on time. Y'all give it up in the comment section right now. Drop the fire emoji for Big Vic TV.
Big Vic.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Y'all drop the fire emoji for Big Vic TV.
What's good, y'all?
Listen.
I gotta mute this one.
We are so excited to have you, Vic.
Show it, man.
Absolutely. What's going on, people?
Nobody dropping the fire emoji.
I see some fires coming up.
I see some. There you go. Thank you, Adrian.
I see a few fires coming up there.
Just call me a Ruby.
A Ruby.
And what's that? Eastside Blogs. Thank you so much. Thank you. Barksdale Trucking.
What's good, y'all?
What's good, y'all? Tiffany D. Desmarie Blogs. Travis Stuckey. Thanks to everybody. Thank you so much.
Is that too far back?
Yeah, bring it up some. Y'all, we having real tech. Y'all know we're not used to this live. We're not used to this live. We used to making videos.
No, that's right.
They need to see me too, babe.
Oh, okay.
There it is. So, Big Vic, what you been up to today? Even though we only talked to you like 12 times, but
I just had a load today. I had to run from where did I go? I went from left Columbia, went to Spartanburg, from Spartanburg to KCLT, which is in Charlotte, the airport, for run another Amazon load.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow I am heading up to Charlotte to bring that one back to Lexington, that same airport. Excuse me, the same post office. I dropped the load off to the new video I just dropped. So that's what's going on over here.
Making that money.
You know, we doing a little something.
Making that what, baby?
Yeah, he's making all that money right now, for real. Just go from one side to the other side.
That's right.
One side to the other side.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it.
Ain't no need in leaving no money out there.
No, why not?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just be safe.
Listen. If you're scared, get a pit bull.
And let them ride with you.
That's right. That's right. Put them in there with you.
Absolutely. I know everybody jumped in for the giveaway, but we're gonna chat a little bit. We're gonna chat it up.
For what?
What you mean? What giveaway?
What kind of giveaway?
I didn't tell you.
Yeah, you told me, but what kind of giveaway you talking about?
We're gonna give away $2 $50
$250?
No. $2 $50 giveaway.
Oh, okay, then that sounds good, right? To the subscriber.
Yeah, to the subscriber.
Okay, then. Well, can I get in on that?
You want to donate some so we can give away?
No, I'm talking about, can I get in on the subscribe?
No, that's why we have this now, because I got in on one I shouldn't have got in on.
Go ahead and tell the people about that.
I felt so guilty.
Yeah, she felt so guilty. She told my babe, I feel guilty about taking money from the subscriber.
Yeah.
I said, you took money from the subscriber? I didn't really take the money from the subscriber. Big Vic just said, my name came up.
I was like, why did he skip name.
It popped up, and then I was doing it live, and then I don't think it would have been fair because guess what? I gave everybody an opportunity that suppose if you watched the entire video, you would have seen cash giveaway. Drop your
Right.
cash tag in the comment section, but you followed directions and you won. So I'm sorry.
I think it was
Touchdown.
more so. Look, I listened to the end of this video, and I'm doing what you said do. You know
That's
what I
all
mean?
it said. That's what it
That's
said.
like a YouTuber saying, if you made it to the end of this video, drop a like or drop a, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
that's what I was doing, but I had no clue that I would win. And then when I woke up, we were napping because we went on a run yesterday morning to Birmingham, and I woke up and the notification on my phone said $50 cash app from Big TV. I'm like, wait a minute, do we have any fees coming up? You know, I'm thinking about the seminar.
No. No. That was that giveaway. Yep. And you got it. So
I got
you know.
it. Well, I'm gonna have to
Greatly
give.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't keep it. I just can't keep it. I'm gonna have to give it away.
Hey, so somebody on this live is going to get $50 sent to their cash app.
Not only are we gonna give away Big Vic's $50
That you won.
that I won,
Right.
well, we're gonna add another $50 to it.
I like that.
Make sure we get 2 winners.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
They already put.
They already dropping cash.
I didn't tell them
Well, I
what
don't
they
blame you,
had
boy.
to do.
They paying the,
Step in.
Well,
hey, they paying attention. They paying attention now though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And
They
to make it
dropping them in there.
fair, I hope we're able to do it like this because my comment picker's not working. Hopefully, Big Vic can spin the wheel.
You know what? I'm gonna try. I'll try it from mine, and I'll put that. I'm not sure if it'll do it from live comments. I'm not sure. I know it does it from regular comments up under the video, but I'll try it and see.
I
just
can
need
show
a
you
link to the
what it's
live.
doing for me. It keeps saying I need to add an extension, and I went ahead and added it, and it's still not working. So,
I'll try it and see what it does though.
all right. Well, anyway, we're gonna get to that in a minute. Let's just
All right.
chat it up for a little bit.
All right,
Who's
cool
ready
beans.
Who's ready for the seminar?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who
Yeah.
is ready? Who ready? Yeah, boy, there's a lot of cash tags in this chat box.
Five-star
Tags.
5-Star Logistics has a great question.
Thank
They
you,
say-
Tawanda.
Let's see. I lost it. Let's see. 5-Star Logistics says, BoxTruck couple, how does the ELD work if you both drive on a trip?
Well, we need to let Vic answer that because we asked him that same question.
Well, no, not about that.
I actually asked a different question.
We asked a different question.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right.
it kind
We know that.
of okay, but it kind of go with it though.
That's close to it.
You want to answer it?
Let's see. How does the ELD work if you both drive on a trip? Now,
I don't know if he can answer it because he drives solo.
because I'm thinking it would be team drivers.
No,
It wouldn't be team.
no,
No.
no.
That's not team.
You
Maybe-
can
Can you do team in a box truck?
only if you have a sleeper.
right.
Okay.
You have to have a federal. You can't have enough space to lay a cardboard down. You can't pull a Chris TV and make or a Hot Shot Mac. No,
Can't
no,
pull
no,
that. You can't
not
pull that.
this.
Can't,
Made
you
it
can't do that.
comfortable, right?
So-
But that's not considered a sleeper. So if we had enough space to make a makeshift sleeper, that's not a federally regulated sleeper.
Right. No focal.
Right. So we can't count ourselves as a team. If there are 2 drivers in the vehicle at the same time, then they share.
That does not have a sleeper.
That does not have a sleeper. They
They can
share
share
the
It's
14
11-hour, 14-hour shift.
14-hour work day, 11-hour drive.
Okay.
So he can drive for 5.5 hours. I can drive for 5.5 hours. And then our time is over.
Okay.
The only time we can drive as a team is with a sleeper.
Gotcha.
Meaning that what? We got a sleeper, meaning that
he can drive for 10 while I
And then
sleep, and then I can drive for 10, meaning the wheels are always
always
turning.
turning.
keep the wheel spinning.
Now, if you have two drivers for the same vehicle and one takes the day shift, the other one can take the night shift and the wheels can still turn.
They just can't be in there together.
They just can't be in there together. We can't ride around together and split time.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Great question. Great answer.
Great question. We thought that when we first started. So we learned early that that was not the case.
Tell Johnny, I may be hiring soon. I may be hiring real soon. I may be hiring really soon.
You tired of driving?
I'm not necessarily tired of driving, but I definitely want to. I want to do more delegating versus me actually being in the vehicle, and I may want to add a couple of more, to the fleet. I'm thinking of this. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I may play around with this rental thing if I get, if it makes sense to me. The numbers have to make sense on the rental side, but it definitely would have to be someone OTR in that vehicle if I were to rent, because it has to make sense. The numbers have to add up.
Sense,
and all that
yeah.
good stuff.
And
Being that I got the rental plug now,
okay.
Okay.
Talking at
there's a possibility I could possibly make that happen now. So, but with some of the rates that these on our side, some of these rental companies are talking about, it's bananas.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I don't think it's so much. I think that people look at the demographics and they look at the way things are going in that area, and they have enough leeway to kind of set the standard for their store.
Right.
So I think this is a bad area, it seems, for rates, because we have a lot of, really new authorities in this area that probably need some help understanding how to choose rates.
Mhm.
So because of the choices they've made here in the last 6, 7, 8 months or so, the rates have really gone down because they know they're able to move the product for their rates. Well, a lot of people don't realize because they're hungry, right? They want to make some money. They got the truck. Now it's time to make some money. They don't understand how to calculate cost per mile. They don't understand. And when you don't know what it takes to keep your truck moving and see a profit, you make bad decisions.
Correct.
Also, they don't understand that they really do have the upper hand. If you don't take the rate, then whether it's Amazon or whether it's OTR, the freight has to be moved.
Correct.
So if they can't move the freight at the rates they're charging, they have no choice because the freight has to be moved.
That's
Amazon,
right.
especially, because they make a promise to their customers that the freight is going to be moved in 1 to 2 days.
Exactly.
So if they're posting this load from ATL 6 to Birmingham, Alabama for $250 and nobody's going for it, and it has to be picked up at 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they're in panic mode. It's called ad hoc, ADHOC. That freight has to move.
That's right.
Guess what? It goes from $250 to $350.
That's right.
Right? And then 11:30 is still there. It goes from $350 to $450. By 12 o'clock, 12:30, it might be $700-$800.
Before that, somebody gonna be just like this.
Right.
Grabbing it.
Booking that load. They're not gonna let it get that far. They're not gonna let it go that far.
And that's that. That just does something to me.
Right. I know, right?
Because just because it goes to $450 doesn't mean it's a good rate, because you have to think about what it takes to put gas in your truck to get there. If you grab that load at, I put it there. If you grab that load at $400 and you put $200 worth of gas in your truck to go and come back, what have you really made? So.
But what if you have a breakdown though?
Right. How you gonna pay for it?
Yep, that's a whole another ball game right there.
Yeah.
It has to make sense.
Adrian Woodard and a few other people asked questions about the seminar. Big Vic, you want to tell them?
So our date is looking at April 16th.
Yep.
Our date for the seminar is April 16th. So right now we're putting together the actual page for people to actually sign up for the seminar, to purchase tickets for the seminar. So just be patient with us. It would definitely be we should have it done. What's today? 26th. What did we say at the beginning of like the first week of February? It should be. Did we mention that? Did we say a date as far as the day that the tickets will go
We're gonna
live?
have a soft open around February 1st.
Right. Like around a soft open to our
Just took out the beer.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have like a soft opening for people to purchase tickets. Should be the first week of February.
Yeah, first week of February. Now that won't be open to everybody. If you're
Right.
part of any of our mentorship programs, you'll definitely get first dibs. But shortly after, it'll be open to everybody. It's in Atlanta. Eastside Blogs is in Atlanta.
ATL.
We'll have more details soon to follow. Very good. Shout out to Straight Path Logistics. It was a pleasure meeting you today as well.
It sure was, man. And when I first saw you and I seen that beard, he got one like Big, but his a little long than yours, man.
He got me. So he got me, yeah.
Hey, them guys got some cool looking beards, boy. I love them, man. Be safe out there, big man.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you today. Let's see what else we got.
What we got? Who's in the comments?
BoxTruck couple is an interesting true reality show of the couple with real advice on the industry. I enjoy your videos a lot. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You know, we were telling Big Vic today, it's just amazing. We just as country as we want to be.
No, she's saying I'm country, man.
I'm country too.
But it's okay,
I'm
though.
from a dirt road in South Carolina.
Yeah, but don't mean you country, though, because you always trying to claim Atlanta. I live in Atlanta.
ATL shot.
No.
She country. She country.
We just as country as we want to be. And when we turn on that camera, we just give y'all who we are in real life.
Right.
Like this man right here, I've been married. We dated about 8 months. We've been married for 13 years.
Awesome.
Okay?
Awesome.
This is my best friend. So when y'all see us laughing and joking and arguing,
yeah, sometimes a little argument jump in that thing.
Or talking, it's just who we are.
Yeah.
And it just feel good when people just appreciate who we are, man.
Yeah. It don't
Absolutely.
stop. Yeah, it don't stop, man. It got to keep going. You know what I mean? You know.
Yep. I saw a question. Where was it?
That's a good one right there, Vic.
What's that? There's a question up there. How is the rates now? How's the rates now, BoxTruck? And how is BoxTruck business now? How are the rates right now? So the rates right now just kind of depends on what city you live in. You know, what state and what city you live in, because some areas right now are still, numbers are still good. I would say more Midwest though. It kind of varies. It depends on if you're talking Amazon, then Amazon rates are good in certain areas. Certain areas you really just have to be posting your truck in a lot of those areas. And if you're doing over the road stuff, then you typically can still get decent rates if you're talking to the right brokers.
Right.
So it all depends on where where you're located at. If it's just Amazon, then I would say do more, posting that truck, try to catch those last minute loads. You can definitely make good money on those last minute loads, like anywhere with Amazon most times. Not unless you're in the area like Atlanta.
So
because them guys is taking anything out there. They're taking some of that dollar freight out there in Atlanta.
Yeah.
For some strange reason. I don't know why.
So Big Vic, I got a question for you.
Sure.
When you say because you do a lot of OTR, So let me ask you, what you mean when you say last minute loads?
So last minute loads, this is just, I'm just speaking in reference to Amazon,
Right.
which is, the loads that pop up that need to be moved immediately. Like you may be watching the load board and you may have 15 minutes to less than an hour to go pick up that load to move it. So which would be considered a last minute load. Like before we got on this live, maybe 45, maybe an hour before the live, we did this live. I'm sitting here looking at the load board, debating like, oh, do I want to take this from Columbia to Raleigh? $688. I'm like, nah, I committed to do this live and I didn't want to be in the truck riding, trying to do a live. So nah, I'm good. I'll relax. So, that would be considered like a last minute load. It had to be picked up at 6:45, 6:40, something like that.
And it was what time?
From picking up at 6:40.
No, when you
what time? I saw it popped up at about 5:30. Probably about 5:30.
So like an hour before the pickup.
Right, like an hour before the pickup. Yep, right around that. Matter of fact, it was a little less, but then nobody grabbed it, and I think they pushed the time up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
See,
yeah,
that's the difference. That's the difference between our area and your area, right? Because your area, it seems to me there may be less drivers because things will sit on the board longer.
Mm-hmm.
But here, there's so many people watching this load board and just taking it as soon as they hit the board. Like it's almost like, okay, I wake up at 2 PM and catch the first thing I see. Nobody, it's the thought process of strategizing.
Right.
Well, that's too low. I'm just gonna let it sit. It doesn't happen. And that's one reason that we watch lows in other areas. And if we drop OTR in that area, you better believe we're gonna run some Amazon out there.
For sure. It just makes sense. That's another reason why I tell everybody, if you do nothing else, still sign up for Amazon Relay, because you never know where you might be, what city you may be in. And if you can still pull up that Amazon Relay board, even if you're OTR, you can still pull up that Amazon Relay load board, and Amazon could possibly get you out of a city and start heading you back into, to home or wherever you're trying to go to.
Absolutely.
So, it makes sense to have it.
Or if it's popping good enough, you can stay.
You can stay there. There you go.
Yeah, and rack up some money. We certainly did that for peak. We didn't run any Atlanta for peak. I was so disappointed. The lows went from $200 to $400 in Atlanta for peak, and drivers was like, "Whoo,
right,
buck." And we were in an area where there were $800, $900, $1,000, $1,200. Just 12 o'clock in the day. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
So the question was, will there be a live option available for the seminar for people who can't attend in person? I doubt it. I doubt that there will be a live for it, but yeah, definitely probably would not be a live.
We've actually discussed this.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
This seminar is an opportunity for the four of us. When I say the four of us, myself, Big Vic TV, Trucking Out the Box, and WJ, to give you guys a hands-on, in-person, sit down and talk about stuff that you'll never hear us talk about in these videos, face-to-face, just like master class, right? This is an experience. So that's our whole purpose, is to give you guys an experience. So, at this point, we haven't considered having a live or a Zoom or that.
And so the physical association is upbuilding too. So
that in person is nothing like in person.
Right.
Nothing can really beat in person. Like, it's great meeting people online, and I think this online presence and social media has kind of taken away from that in-person belly to belly handshake, that part of
face to face.
Right. That's a different connection right there. When you meet somebody in person, and social media is great, meeting people that, when you can't get face to face with people, it's fine for that. But when I really want to learn something, I would love to be sitting down and looking and learning, what I'm
Right.
saying, and really possibly, taking as many notes as I can
Absolutely.
at an event, so that's
Right.
the real purpose of this event.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. GMO Logistics, how you guys do after taxes. I just filed my subcontractor 1099 NEC, and it was a headache, but being in the game your first year, how did you do? Well, we can't answer that. We're still in the process of taxes.
Everybody is.
We all are. Yeah.
Everybody's fresh in the middle of the tax season right now.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe we can talk about it after tax season, but we don't even have all of our W-9s in. You know what I mean? I mean, not W-9s. What do you call them? Not W-2s, because we wasn't working for 1099s.
1099s.
We didn't have all of our 1099s in. So I mean, if you've already filed and done all of that stuff, good for you. But we still in the midst of it.
So if you done did that, how did yours go?
Right.
Right.
So I'll be on top of it.
But I can tell you this was our first year and we wanted to get it right. So, we didn't take a chance on filing ourselves or anything like that. We have an accountant.
Yeah.
And our accountant is awesome. We basically sat with her and we
Face to face,
and we appreciated all the things that she shared with us on deductions, exemptions, the best. Like we found out we were under C Corp, we should have been under S Corp. Like, she just trying to get us right, and even for the future. And I'm going to actually put together a video, and I say me because I do like the admin part. So I'm going to sit down in front of my computer after tax season and show you the new systems that we have in place for me keeping up with our expenses, for escrow account and how to save for tax, for your quarterly taxes, all of that stuff. But for now, we're still working through our tax process. So, and because this is our first year filing as a business, we don't even discuss that because we don't want to give you wrong information.
Right.
So that's where we are. Vic, I know you do taxes, so
I haven't done them yet, but I will be. I will be. Let's everybody get some likes up. We got 173 people watching. Let's get these likes up.
That many likes.
We got 68 likes. Come on, y'all. Tighten up, y'all. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them
we
likes
can't
up.
get no money up till we get as many.
Yeah,
likes.
come on now.
People.
174. All right, they getting up. We got 70. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Let's get them up. 175 people. We shy 100 likes right now. What we doing?
Right.
Y'all trying to y'all trying to get them gems. Y'all like what? Stop playing.
Don't blame me. I be trying to get them too. You know what I'm saying?
Get them up. Get them likes up.
Okay, let's see what other questions we got.
Somebody said, talk about the dragon load. Carlos Vargas said, talk about the dragon load. Videos in DFW. What's up, DFW area? I appreciate y'all. The dragon load. So the dragon load is a load that is really right down the street from the house. It's only 6 miles away. And I took it 6 miles, and literally we have an Amazon. When I get off that exit, it's 4 miles away from my house. So I'll go off the exit, go straight down. I go past CAE 1, where I typically pick up my loads. There's another Amazon at the other end of the street. So that's the one that I picked up from and brought it right down the street to the other Amazon for 1.8 miles, if it was even that far. And I'm like, this is the dragon. That's the dragon load.
And when I saw your video, I thought you were going to say that 17-mile run from Appling, because I see that from time to time.
This is down the street from the house. I didn't even have to touch Appling. I'm like, I could have walked there literally. Like, I could have
On your
walked that load.
and took
Yeah,
it
I could have put that load on my
I
back.
thought he was talking about. I thought he was saying the drag into the Amazon load. I could do it. You know, I could do it.
Man, he's
Look,
talking about the fire breathing dragon load.
Yeah.
Because that load rarely pops up on the load board because I think someone has that load under contract.
gotcha.
So obviously something happened. Maybe they had something extra, and the load popped up, and I could not believe my eyes. I'm like, really, is that what I think it is? And it was what I thought it was. I had to make sure it wasn't a 53-footer load first.
Right, Vic, you had to do this.
Yeah, I had to do that number. Like, is this for
That
real?
load hot. It was hot load.
Man, that thing was on fire. I said, 1.8. Book this. I got up so fast. I said, it's time to go. It was right down the street. I said, let's go get it.
Shout out.
And we did. I really and that, see, a load like that is less than 150 air miles. I literally didn't have to. I didn't even have to. I didn't
Turn
have
on
to
your
turn-
ear.
No.
Yeah,
No, I was riding out. Let me go get this. It was right down the street.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Amazon to Amazon. Like I said, if I could catch that load every day, I'd do it 5 times a day.
We would too.
Monday through Friday, I'll do it 5 times a day.
We had a short load today that we probably could have took in my little Nissan Altima. One pallet. One pallet.
Walt, they calling you Unc. They calling you Uncle Walter now.
Want to give shout out to
Is that Nez
That's Candy.
Kenny? Uncle Walter's my favorite YouTuber.
hey, hang in there, nephew. Don't give up, man. Don't let him knock you out, boy. Hang in there. Shout out to the man.
I'm
Right.
old. I'm not that old. Don't be calling me Unc, man. Don't be calling me Unc.
I'm pretty old though, man. I am now. I don't know about you, Big V. That, you know,
how old are you, baby?
hold up, baby. Look here. So when Big Vic visited us, and I got to be a face to face with Big Vic, I was like, Big Vic, I was like, man, this joker right here ain't no Big Vic, man. They call him Big Vic like that. And my wife said, Big Vic TV. But when I seen how that joker put all the music together, he was telling me how he put the video together. Big Vic.
I came home, y'all. I came home and they sitting on the porch, front door locked.
I'm trying to figure out who this joker is right here,
He
man.
didn't know who that was. He only seen him on the computer. He's like, I ain't letting that joke in my house.
I know that's right.
I had told my wife first. I was like, she was like, Big Vic gonna drop out. I'm like, Big Vic gonna drop out. What Big Vic? Who's Big Vic? But that joker super dude though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when you meet him, man, when I met him face to face, man, I start again, because when I meet a person face
It's
to face,
just be me and him. It don't be nobody. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. I had to get a vibe from a person,
Right.
man.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I got a great vibe from this guy right here, man. He wasn't rushing. He was, laid back, opening himself up some. So, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys in the seminar when the seminar comes up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, Big Vic, he can come through Atlanta if he tired. He better come on over.
They got a big old bedroom back there waiting for you, man. You know what I'm talking about? He needs to be in that truck, boy.
Slide right on over there.
Lost right up in there.
And see, that's one of the things I kind of like too. Like when we were stranded over the weekend, a lot of people who were kind of done got to know a little bit, they kind of reached out like, hey man, we'll come through and help you out, man. We appreciate that, so when they like stranded, well, maybe not stranded, but kind of stressed for time,
Need help or whatever.
Yeah, man, come on, give us a call. So it's like a big family, man. We gotta hang in there with each other.
That's right. That's right.
Eastside Blogs, when will the BoxTruck couple hire drivers and just dispatch from home?
When that money get right, man, that money got to get real right, man. Like Vic said, them numbers got to make sense,
Gotta make sense.
Yeah, they got to make sense, man. That I don't want to do that. It don't make no sense. But that money call, that money is the whole issue with me.
Yeah,
that's right.
But we enjoying being in that truck together. We
got to make it fun. Got to make it fun. It's fun.
And scaling or hiring drivers and all of that.
We ain't rushing. I'm not trying to
rushing that. We're not ready for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I got it in my in my mind, my foresight, but I'm not trying to rush. I need to see the loads. I need the loads to get better. You know what I mean? We need to build up some cash. You know what I mean? Broke, man. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, cause another truck gonna mean more insurance.
That's right.
You know, for the truck, for the person, right?
Yep.
And then that means more. Well, this is the way I look at it. I don't know how nobody else look at it, but that means more cash flow. You got to stack up for the breakdowns. You know, and then you got to find somebody, you know, who you kind of trust, man.
That's right. That's the big part.
Yeah, man. Not knock the truck off and everything, man. So you know, it's a big step. It's a lot to it.
Yeah.
The seminar is going to be April 16th in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, Shawty.
But I do tell you, we're thinking about that dispatching from home, though. We are thinking about that. Even with the one truck, we're thinking about doing that right there. Cause you was talking about that the other day, wasn't you?
No, I was telling you I was looking into brokering.
Oh, brokering. Okay, so that's different from that dispatch.
Which if I do get into brokering, I would definitely get trained as a dispatcher first.
Right.
Just because I want to really understand both sides of it.
So that's what Trucking Out the Box doing, right?
They're dispatch.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll see.
This is a new game to me, so you know a lot of these terminologies I get kind of confused with a little bit, you know. But that's okay though. That's okay.
Yeah, I love it.
I got somebody right here who know all the terminology.
American Logistics says, I appreciate the ELD hookup I got with Edward. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody that signed up. You know, Edward Jones or anybody from Keep Trucking. They're just awesome. We haven't had an issue with our ELD at all. Except I think more so user error.
Yeah, user
us
error.
Not understanding some things. The only thing that I feel is that maybe we should have took more time to train on how the ELD works, but as far as how it functions and stays connected and the simplicity of it, we love Keep Trucking. So if anybody coming into the business, you gotta have an ELD.
That's right.
Look down in the description box. There's a name and number, Edward Jones, and he'll get you set right up.
Just mention the BoxTruck couple.
Yeah, tell him Christy from Meant to Be Trucking sent you.
Right.
Vic, I'm gonna let you answer that question right there.
It's a backbench. Hold on one second.
I can't. I'm not dressed.
Oh yeah, we live right now.
Hey, sugar.
Hey.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hold on one second, y'all. Let me grab.
Doing?
Hey.
Good. How are you? This is Christy from the BoxTruck couple.
Christy and Walter.
Whew. I got him in the headphone.
He always eating chicken. That's why he laughing, because he know I'm gonna say something. Every time I talk to Vic, he picking up.
I don't know. I need some stock in Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Is it Chick-fil-A every time?
She said hello, stay safe. They home. They definitely gonna be safe.
Thank you.
Boy, I hate to be eating while I'm talking on this thing. What was that question again, yo?
Is the backbench a sleeper?
Is a backbench a sleeper? Backbench of what?
I can give you the answer to that.
The backbench of what?
Hey, and I ain't trying to be funny, man, but man, don't ask DOT people that.
You better not. You talking about I mean, of what? I'm like of a box truck.
If it has not been installed and passed inspection to be an actual place to sleep in your vehicle, it is not a sleeper. It's not a sleeper, y'all. You can't make it a sleeper or turn it into a sleeper. It's got to be federally regulated as a sleeper for the DOT to say that's
Right.
okay.
Certified, yeah.
Tessie girl said, "Do you have a contact person for commercial insurance?"
Well, the person that we have insurance through got so overwhelmed by our referrals that they asked us not to continue posting them.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
The
They
insurance people?
And
Wow.
the actual company that we use, that's how overwhelmed they got. And a lot of the places that were reaching out to them, they didn't service, like Florida. They don't service Florida in places. So I'm just not going to refer him, but I can tell you this. We went with Progressive because it was super easy for us to get insurance. Whoever you go through, I recommend getting an agent, not just calling up Progressive or whatever company. You need somebody that you can reach out to. In the beginning, we reached out to our agent 4 or 5 times a day because we were signing carrier packets. We needed COIs with them as the title holder, whoever we were signing up with. We had questions. We had to change from the FMCSA rules to the FMCSA requirements to the Amazon requirements. That was just a lot of rental trucks, you changing trucks and all of that. There was just a lot that we had to reach out to them with in the beginning. So I just recommend having an agent. Vic, what's your recommendation?
Agent.
Do you have somebody in particular or no?
So I use Care. What do I use? I use Coastal Trucking Insurance. Coastal Trucking Insurance, and of course they're through Progressive as well. But that's my agent, and they're pretty quick. So anytime I need a certificate of insurance, like 10-15 minutes, they'll shoot me. They'll shoot over to my email if I need to add a broker or anything like that. They're pretty quick, and make sure they add your discounts. So if you have an ELD, you get that ELD discount. You get if you have a dash cam, you get a discount for that. So keep those things in mind. So if you're gonna have to have an ELD. So you definitely want to mention to them that you have that. And I think they ask for which company you have your ELD with, and they'll add that. They'll add that as a discount on your insurance. So miles, as far as I see a question asking about miles on rental trucks, like unlimited miles. I'm not sure if any on this side of the on this side of the coast, on East Coast, that have unlimited miles. West Coast, I know they do, but I'm not sure of any over here.
So when we first signed up with Budget, we didn't have a cap.
No cap.
And this was back in May of last year. We didn't have a cap. Can I get closer to you, baby?
Hold on, don't get professional now. Don't
keep it. That won't be nothing. No?
Don't start that on be nothing. Keep it professional. This is the lie.
We didn't have a cap, and honestly, I feel that it's really up to whoever it is you're renting from, because I hear from some that there is a cap, and I hear from some that they weren't told they had to have a cap. So, I'm not really sure how that works, but Trucking Out the Box is a good resource for rental trucks for questions. All you got to do is sign up with him for a consultation, or he has a fee to get you in touch with the right people to get you a truck. Right.
His rental account manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hookup right there.
That's the hookup. Yeah. Because we were only in our truck, 2 months?
Yeah.
Before we purchased the truck. What's up, WJ?
WJ, what's going on? Is that WJ?
WJ?
I saw a comment from him. They're rolling so fast.
We got 192 people. We need some more likes on this live. Let's go.
There we go, right there.
WJ.
We got 90 people watching. Hit that like button. Jump in. Hit the like button. Hit the like. There you go. Appreciate y'all. I'm just eating a little bit, but I'm gonna answer some questions though.
Where is
Somebody asking you get a hazmat with a Class C license. You sure can. It's in my course though.
hit that link, WJ?
You can get it, but it's in my course. I can show you how to get that that hazmat with the Class C license.
Here's a good question. I don't know the answer, but that's a good question.
My wife and I went to team drive. Where can I lease a 26-foot box truck with the sleeper? That's a very good question.
Yeah. I mean, you can rent a box truck from anybody, especially if it's not for commercial use. If you want to rent a truck for the weekend and kind of like play around with it, there's a lot of people moving on the road that are grabbing box trucks without a lift gate. I don't see people having a problem getting those. The problem is when you rent them for commercial purposes. If you rent them to keep indefinitely, then those that are reserved for that, that's where the issue comes in. But if you wanna get one just to drive it and see, get a feel for it, you should be able to reach out to any of them and at least get on a list, especially if you don't have a deadline of when to use it, and get on a list.
If you can hear me crunching, I'm gonna mute my mic. Let me know. You can't hear me crunching, can you?
You making me hungry.
No, we can't hear you crunching, but you sure do look enticing right there, bro. That Chick-fil-A, I'm still thinking that Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you eat, Chick-fil-A?
That's not all. There's one of them. It's in the lineup though.
What number is it?
2.
Okay then.
Hello, Katrina. OTR. What's a good OTR rate per mile, Miss Christie?
So I was looking at her question, and
tell them about the truth. Tell them about the truth now. Tell them the truth.
That's not an easy question for me because honestly, we don't look at rate per mile.
Not
as so much as
not as an OTR thing.
No, not so much as is this going to be worth us cranking up our truck? Basically, that's the question of the hour. That's what we ask ourselves. Like, is this load going 160 miles for $400? Is that worth it?
Right.
When we figure in gas,
that's for how many miles?
160, like from here to Birmingham. You know, they offering $400. The first thing we say is, well, you know, we're gonna have to put in this much gas, and you know, then you gotta go through this and this to get the load and get it down there. That's what we're looking at. Is it worth it to crank up my truck? So
600, I go.
A load.
I go with 600 because that's at the lowest part. You know,
that's the lowest that we would take.
Yeah.
And we've gotten a little spoiled because you know
I ain't got spoiled.
A regular route that we take to say Birmingham, the same miles, 160 miles, we get paid $900 for. So it's you know it's a lot of loads that we won't take because we know that it's better rates out there. But if we're on the low board, it's not so much the rate per mile. It's okay, it's going here. Say for instance, if we saw a load on the low board going to Jacksonville, we know that the Amazon rates in Jacksonville are much better than Atlanta. So we might take $2 per mile to go down there because we know that we're going to make some money when we get there. But whatever the offer is or whatever we can negotiate for has to be worth us going. It's not so much, oh, it's $2 a mile, we're going to take it. Oh, it's $1.85 a mile, it's at least $1.85, let's go. No. Is it worth me cranking up my truck? How much gas is it going to cost?
Right.
What kind of headaches do I have to go through to get there?
Right.
That's what we look at. Because y'all might see us take mothership loads and it might be only paying $110, but guess what? It's 5 minutes from us and it's only going 10 miles. So that's good money.
And see, we don't even have mothership. Mothership loads don't even pop up for us here in this area. Like if I was in Charlotte, they pop up there, but not in Columbia. I haven't seen any pop up. I had the app. I don't even turn that thing on no more. Because nothing ever, I never got anything that was being picked up.
We
I haven't
did
tried in a while.
but I think it goes through like peaks and valleys because.
So are you guys picking up from XPO? When y'all doing?
ABF.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen any XPO.
I mean, because I know Dub, when he was doing Mothership, he was picking up from XPO Logistics out there in Virginia.
I think that's his area.
Right.
Because they have the XPO, but here is ABF.
Okay.
Dub can't jump on the live. He's not in the house right now.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, Dub.
Shout out to WJ's
World.
That's a cool dude too, man.
How many new BoxTruck channels have y'all seen lately? Let's talk about that. Nah, I ain't gonna mess. Y'all watch who y'all want to watch. There's a lot of new channels popping up though. I love it though.
Shout out to everybody that has
everybody
to start a YouTube channel. It is not easy.
It's hard work. It's hard work right here, y'all.
But when you start one, it's real good to be original.
There you go.
There's only one big TV.
Yeah, hey, let me tell y'all something right now. I'm gonna say this right here on the BoxTruck couple channel. If y'all see somebody out there talking about Big Slick TV or whoever something TV getting sound close to my name, y'all better send me a message, DM me, send me a link to that video.
Right.
We going in. We going in.
The new BoxTruck.
Be original.
New BoxTruck couple.
I'm saying, no folks just trying to make him some money though, man. Y'all, I'm talking about y'all. I mean, I understand, you know what I'm saying, but it ain't gonna be but one Big Vic though.
Only one.
Because if another Big Vic come to my house, I'm gonna meet him out there at the road. I'm gonna be like, hold up, bro. I'm like, Big Vic, Big Slick TV. You know what I'm saying? No, you on down the street, go on down the street now. Then I'm gonna call the police on. Oh man. But
are there two logins for the ELD to relieve the driver so the passenger can drive, or does the truck have to be shut down after 10 hours? Let me read that again. Are there two logins? My camera's in the way of the text. Okay, I can see it over here. Are there two logins for the ELD to relieve the driver so the passenger can drive, or does the truck have to be shut down after 10 hours?
Both. So
yeah, that's both correct.
Yeah, my husband and I both have a login, but we can't have he can't drive 10 hours.
Right.
And I can't drive 10 hours. If we're riding together, we have to split. It's really 11 hours. We have to split the 11 hours. But when he's finished driving and I relieve him, he has to post-trip, log out, and then I pre-trip and log in.
And that time on the ELD keep going.
Yeah.
So when that time ELD time for driving gets down to 0, that's when the truck got to get out of 0 and stop.
Listen,
where the manageability steps in.
When I first started, that jammed me up so many times.
Yeah, you got to be on top of it.
I was over the road nervous. I was like, "Oh Lord, I'm not gonna make it to the place in town. I'm about to run out of time." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm about to be in violation." I'm feeling like DOT gonna run up on me any minute. Now. I'm like, "Oh my God, I need somebody help me out." I figured it out though. It's nerve-wracking out there. I'm serious.
Here's where the manageability come in though.
Gotta manage your time.
You got to, especially when it's two of y'all in the truck driving. Like DOT, if they see that you left Atlanta, Georgia, and you're in Fort Myers, Florida, and you only got 5 hours on your clock, they're gonna ask for the passenger's ELD. They are going to check if they stop you for an inspection. So if he was driving for 9 hours and then I've been driving for 7 hours, then they shutting that truck down.
And see, one of the things, the way they can tell from what I see now is because if you go in personal conveyance, you know, the personal conveyance, that little line gonna be moving on off duty. It's gonna be moving. It's gonna tell them how many hours that you drove. Then it's gonna tell when you went on duty.
Right.
And they're gonna tell, and that clock
When you went
coming
off
down,
duty.
yeah, and all that right now, man. So them folks ain't crazy.
That
You know,
ELD
Then
gonna
they're
tell
gonna
everything.
grab your partner's phone.
yeah.
And they're gonna see when they went on duty and how long they were driving for, and it's gonna show them that you were both driving, both in the same area. So that's a great question. We did talk about it earlier. The only time you can do that is if you have a vehicle that has a federally regulated sleeper.
And WJ just commented on what a sleeper was, right?
Right. I have to go back and find it, but he put the specs for what a sleeper is. You have to have a sleeper. It can't be a makeshift sleeper. You have to have a sleeper. If you have a sleeper, then both of y'all can do 10 hours apiece. Keep the wheels turning.
Okay, you about to die right now.
Yeah,
Can
my
you plug
phone
this
about
up
to
to
die.
the?
Wait, you on the phone?
Next question, you can unplug the laptop, the big white one, because it's green and I don't like to overcharge it. My phone about to die. Next question, how do you get dedicated work such as you guys with the tires? That's a great question. We got that work through building relationships, right? Had been at that location several times and just started talking to the right people. Basically, knock on doors, take your information, right? We got business cards, keep copies of make your own carrier packet with your W-9, with your certificate of insurance, with your copy of your MC number. And you got to know how to fix your mouth right. You got to talk to the right people and you got to speak for yourself. This is your business, right? Nobody can talk. I can't tell you how to go sell your business. It's your business. Go in there and get that dedicated route if that's what you want. But you know, you don't always get a yes. You may get some no's, but you just got to build a relationship with people and network.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna share something with you guys. At the beginning, man, it was rough for my wife and I, but it was really rough for her because I'm sitting here. You know, it was over the summertime. I'm sitting here and I'm like, I come in from cutting some lawns and stuff, and I see her, man. I was like, you still at the table on the computer? She started calling folks. Well, how you doing, sir? My name is this right here, and this and that and that. And I was like, man, why you keep on calling the folks like that? She was like, I'm trying to get a dedicated. But I was like, man, boy, you working hard, ain't you?
Them folks won't give you one. Stop calling them.
Stop calling the folk like that, man. But I'm glad it took me some time to kind of get used to it too. So I've seen that it is some hard work. You know, you got to put in some work.
But guess what it did?
Yeah.
It locked in a dedicated $900 load for y'all.
Yep.
That's a week. That's on every week, right?
It depends on where we're going. No, it's not 900 per route. It depends.
Oh, it depends on where you're going. Okay,
Yeah.
so sometimes it's from Georgia to Jacksonville. Most times, all right.
Yeah, so Georgia to Jacksonville
And then
is one price. Birmingham is the $900.
okay, Birmingham. Okay,
Fort Myers is another price. It just depends on where we're going.
okay.
Yeah.
But
so Birmingham,
all of those routes are locked. Y'all basically have all of those routes locked in, though.
Yeah, what you know, they'll have a certain weight. Yeah, pretty much a certain weight that we can carry. And every time you get a, I'm talking about walk. Hey, can you carry this right here? Yeah.
We was on the Birmingham load Tuesday, and he was like, "Hey, Christy, I got this load going to so and so next week," and then we let them know if we want it. But we've done Dothan out. Oh, mothership.
Well, we can't go to no mothership right now.
No, that's tomorrow morning.
Oh, it is. Okay.
We've done.
You got to shut the whole thing down. Hold up, mothership.
I won't be here tomorrow morning.
We've done Dothan, Alabama. We've done Sandstone, Virginia. We we could go to Ohio. It's a lot of places we could go.
Tennessee.
We've gone to Laverne, Tennessee.
Laverne?
Yeah, man, that's a long way right there.
That was a long
That's
ride.
a ride.
Yeah,
that's where I bought my truck from.
But if we was to get that ride again, I would take it because Tennessee some areas of Tennessee are popping
For Amazon.
for Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that would be the only reason that I took it.
All right, what other questions do we have?
Let's see. What type of fuel is better for the box truck, gas or diesel? So that's confusing to me because you can't decide that.
Hey man, I'm going with that diesel, man. I'm really going with that diesel.
Listen, you better put diesel in there.
Yeah. Try putting some gas in that tank, that diesel tank if you
It's
want
gonna
to.
be a wrap for you.
You better ask trucking out
Your
the
new
box.
truck, your new truck gonna be done.
Yeah.
You got a diesel truck, you gotta use diesel gas.
Right.
Diesel fuel rather.
There
That's
are
right.
some box trucks though that take gas, but if you got to go with what your truck's supposed to have.
Right. If you got a gas engine, you gotta have gas
Right.
fuel. Diesel engine, diesel fuel. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's where they're built, one or the other.
This is a great question right here. I'm gonna post it.
Is it true you don't need? Is it true you don't need an ELD if you stay under 150 miles? Is it 175 air miles, which is 150 miles?
It's 150 air miles.
Mm-hmm.
And 150 air miles.
You said 175.
Hold on, babe.
Okay.
It's 150 air miles, and 150 air miles equal 172 land miles. So yes, you can travel 172 miles under the what do you call it?
Is that backwards that you just said?
150 air miles equal 172.
Okay, look that up because I think you're saying that backwards.
What do you call it? The short haul exemption?
Mm-hmm.
175 equal 150 on land.
That's what it says?
No. I'm thinking that's what I heard.
And this is what I want you guys to start doing. I'm looking it up. Like, we'll ask YouTubers questions without researching it ourselves. The FMCSA will answer a lot of those questions that you have for you. You got to get in the habit of looking it up because people can tell you anything.
203 likes, 205 people watching. Let's get them likes up, y'all.
How many likes we got?
155.
Oh no.
We got 206 people in here. Unless 50 people left and are not watching this live, let's get 50 more likes, please. Please, ma'am, and please, sir. 50 more likes.
This is go ahead.
So for the new people that are just jumping in, y'all know we do have a giveaway on this live right here. We're doing two $50 giveaways. So you're gonna have to drop your cash tag in the chat box.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I still need to pull up that link to see if I can pull up these
Cause if it were me, I'll be asking you. I'll be like, when you gonna get the first $50 way then?
I found the answer though.
What's the answer?
It's under Keep Trucking. The question under Keep Trucking FAQs is who can use the short haul exemption? It says the driver operates. This qualifies you. The driver operates within 150 air mile radius of their normal work reporting location. That means round trip, you guys. It does not mean you can travel 150 miles because then you got to come back. So that's 300 miles. It means that you round trip within 150 air miles. Okay, Number two, the driver does not exceed and is released from work within 14 consecutive hours. So you can't go over your hours doing that 150 air miles. Number three, the driver begins and ends the workday at the same location. Number four, the driver has at least 10 consecutive hours off duty between each shift. And number five, the company keeps time records for all of the short haul drivers. So if you're the owner operator, you still need to record your time. But you don't have to be on the ELD.
So that's what you're talking about, the note, right?
Yeah. And under the bottom, it says note. By rule, 1 air mile is equal to 1.15 road miles. Therefore, the 150 air mile radius is 172.6 miles from the terminal. And in your case, it would be where you start and end at.
So I was wrong.
Say it one more time.
I was wrong, baby. Let me get a little dap on it.
All right,
okay, then. I had to just check it, y'all. You know, I had to check it on because if I don't check it, but she'll try to woo woo.
We'll be discussing it later.
Right.
All right, let's see here. Will it work?
You ready to do one, Vic? Oh no, how many likes we
yeah,
got?
I'm just trying to see if it's gonna pop up. Oops, this video has comments disabled. This means we can't get any comments from this video.
Okay,
Please enable comments again to the raffle. Hold on. I think, like I was telling you before, I think it was because
Let's see.
Say that again.
I think it was because you cannot do it from the live.
Let's see if I can
I don't think you can do the comment picker from the live. Torrance Paul, shout out to Torrance Paul for the super chat.
where the super chat at?
You don't see that? Oh, you can't see the super chats?
No, I'm not in the comments. Hold on.
It's a $10 super chat.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Okay, so Big Vic, I got a question.
Sure.
Free Tax USA. Free.
Hold on. So if we can you go back to the video, baby?
We
Okay,
just got a $10 donation from Torrance. Say thank you.
Okay, thank you, Torrance. So we can't do it from the live. How we gonna get these folks their money, man?
You mean as far as picking the person?
Right.
So what's your thoughts on how we pick them?
That's tough. Shout out to the 185 likes though. Appreciate y'all. Following the suggestion.
Ooh.
How do I send cash for BoxTruck couple? How do you send cash? That's easy. Cash App.
Money sign CHRIS.
Put it in that chat. Put it in the chat so there are no mistakes. No misspellings.
I think they're asking about the super chat though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so down there in the bottom where you see the money sign, when you look at the chat, you'll see the money sign right there. You click on that and then you can set it up, and pick and select your super chat from there.
And also, I just put our Cash App in the comment section. I'll pin it. Hold on. Danny Lopez says, when you're not driving and chilling at home, do you disconnect the ELD, the Bluetooth?
No, it just let me tell you what you most definitely better do.
Yeah.
When you get out of that truck and your shift is done and you're finished driving, please make sure you hit off duty on that ELD, because if you don't, that thing will continue to run for the rest of the week, and
you'll be
it'll
in
keep
so
rolling.
much trouble.
Yes, all you'll see is violation. We won't say violation, but you won't have you will not have any hours of service. You'll be wondering, like, where's all my time at? You never stopped your ELD. It just kept rolling. You never went off duty. A lot of people make that mistake.
Keep Trucking does report to the FMCSA, so you'll be having a safety audit pretty quickly.
Exactly.
So that's, when you get in your truck, we have our setup where when you click, what is it, add vehicle or something in the right hand corner, we have our setup where you have to pre-trip to
to get
to
it started,
log in.
to log into it.
Right. And then when you leave the vehicle, you have to post trip. So it automatically goes to that screen. You pre-trip, sign your pre-trip, and then you can connect the Bluetooth. And then when we get home, you hit leave vehicle and you have to sign your post trip to complete leaving your vehicle. And I think that's a good practice because then you'll never forget to make all of the steps.
Correct.
Somebody just had a great question.
I did see one up there. I keep seeing this question. Do you top off your right? That was the one. I didn't even see that. I was just looking at it. Do you top off your DEF when you get fuel or only when needed? So typically I'll top off my DEF, when it's full, and I probably will fill it back up most times when I see it starting to get close to a quarter of a tank. And it depends on where I'm going. So if I'm running Amazon freight, I know I'm not driving super far like that. Most times. So my DEF, I make sure it's full, and DEF doesn't really burn that fast. Like my DEF doesn't burn quickly like that. So I'm able to get plenty of loads done off of that one tank because I'm not over the road. Now over the road is a different story. If you're driving 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, 9 hours, then more than likely you're gonna have to top that DEF off a lot faster than as if you're going, doing short runs. Like I'm going 190 miles this way and maybe 90 miles back, 180 miles. It's not gonna really burn a lot of DEF. But typically when my DEF starts hitting around a quarter of a tank of DEF, I usually top it back off. I fill it back up.
I just got a cash app for $50. Shout out to you. Okay.
Shout out to
Little dude ATL. Thank you, partner.
Shout out little dude ATL. That's how they doing it in the A, huh?
That's how we do it in the A, but boo, I'm from the A. You know what I'm
See what I'm
talking
talking
Now you from the A now. You from the A now.
You see what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
I'm about ready to put all the cash app. I misspelled much. I'm about ready to put all the cash apps on a piece of paper and
Or once this live ends, but we wanted to do it while we was on the live though, right?
Right.
Because I was gonna say once the live ended, if they do drop their comment, you could have did it that way. If they drop their comment after the live in the regular comments, because that's where the comment picker grabs the comments from.
right.
Is under the comments that are under the video, not necessarily from the live chat.
Well,
Not unless you can look up live chat. See if we can look up live chat comment picker. That may be possible. We haven't looked that up. See if there's one to be able to extract from the live
chat comment.
Who we got in here? Who we got? Shout out to Lux City. What's up? I see you, brother.
When advertising on YouTube,
They have videos on how to do it, but I don't see.
Somebody done got their message retracted. Did y'all get y'all ELD fixed, BoxTruck couple?
So that's a great question. It was user error. It wasn't that there was something wrong with the ELD. It was us not having that particular situation and not understanding how it works. So
Because we had ran a load, and once we dropped that load, we went off duty. And I was asking my wife, I was like, okay, don't the time stop when you go to personal conveyance? But it don't stop.
It keeps rolling.
No, it keep on rolling. So We didn't take that into consideration because we normally let the ELD roll on. And maybe it might have been a couple of times that we did put it on personal conveyance and thought that, the time did stop and jump back in that truck and started up and realized that we had ran out of time. And so when we went through that last roadblock, that last inspection,
Mm-hmm.
we told the officer that it was acting up. We thought it was acting up,
and we told them exactly what happened, that it had been running down.
Yeah, even though while we was on personal conveyance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't tell me no otherwise. He just said, well, go ahead and get it checked. You got 8 days to get it checked. Gonna probably need a receipt next time. We stopped within the next few days after 8 days. So, but we learned.
He didn't even look at it.
No, he didn't look at it. But
woohoo! Thanks, Yolanda.
But
shout out to Yolanda with the $25 super chat.
Yeah, super chat, Yolanda.
That means that question got to get answered. That's what super chats mean.
Mandatory. $25 from Yolanda. Can you refer? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, somebody sent me $10. Okay. And I can't see. And I was wrong about Lil Dude ATL. Still, shout out to you, buddy. That was a good try. He sent me a request for $50.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Wow. That was a good one. That's a good try.
ATL. Hey, man.
Dude, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do some ATL. Trying to pull something. We should have known that coming out of ATL. Come on, y'all, stop playing that. He just sent a request for $50.
My partner.
Now that's an ATL move right there.
Money. Yeah, that's my partner right there. Let's get it.
Yolanda, my email is boxtruckcouple@gmail.com. We can give you a couple of people that we've heard good things about. One of them we got an alignment from. So if you email me, boxtruckcouple@gmail.com, I'll give you everybody that I know. Okay. But as far as giving it here, it would take me looking it up on my phone. Just email me. I'll respond back tonight, okay?
And I got a reference that mobile diesel mechanic up in Lawrenceville. He does a great job. He did a job for one of our mentees. Went to his house, put him on the clutch fan for his Hino at his house. And our mentee had a diagnostic done. He had the diagnostic guy to come out and do a diagnostic of his vehicle while the mechanic had left and did a good job. So we'll put those in the email.
In the email, Box Truck Couple. Here, let me pin it.
How much do you think somebody should save to start out the business in the business?
So that is a it just really depends. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to rent?
Are you renting or buying?
Are you trying to buy? It just really depends. Like, some people started out with $10,000, $20,000. We started out with like $7,000. Okay,
renting, and
we rented. We got our insurance. Whoa. It was $2,600 down.
$99.
With
Christy said, who is this?
Was she trying to start over $99?
Are you? Wait a minute.
Thank you.
What? He gave me $99?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, thank you, Desmond. Thank you so much. He did the big super chat.
Appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Listen. Some people started out with $20,000. They put $10,000 down on a truck. They did all of their paperwork. They had a little cushion. We started out with $7,000. We got everything with $7,000. When we went active and our Amazon went live, we maybe had $1,000 or so left in the bank, and it was go time. But it just really depends on what you're trying to do, right?
That's
and
right.
Some people have limited money, and then they go through all of the steps, the authority, the BOC-3, the UCR, and then when it's time to put that deposit down on the insurance and they see that it's probably going to take what they got left, they back out. You gotta be sure you're ready to invest in yourself. That
right.
insurance is the biggest piece of the puzzle, and it costs.
Ooh.
So
Yes,
you
it does.
gotta be sure. If we didn't believe in ourselves, it would have never worked. When you believe in you, when you're ready to do whatever it takes to get what you need to get, you'll just step out on faith, and then you'll do whatever it takes.
Cause my wife was telling me, once we had put that money down and we only had a little left, she was telling me, let's go. I was like,
Listen,
okay, let's go then. I mean,
I booked 2 weeks worth of work. I ain't care.
I know
We
that's right.
for 14 days
I'm
straight.
talking about when she had me moving, man.
Listen, now I've known people to get the authority set up. After the authority was set up, they had their rental truck, but they were waiting for Amazon to call and get them rolling in order to start paying for that rental truck. And that was like kind of like all they had saved up. And they got the truck. Amazon didn't come through, didn't make any money, had to take the rental truck back. That hurt.
Yeah, that hurt right there.
That hurt. Like,
I don't know
and
that
it happens to people.
Yeah.
You know, when you kind of taking your last and you're hoping that you get that call in the first week for Amazon to approve you so you can start running some of those loads. And it's like, that's rough.
Yeah, that's really
That's rough, man. That'll knock the wind out of some people.
You're right.
You know.
Big,
So-
spell out your websites. SIXFIGUR.
I'll put it in the chat.
Well, I was trying to put it in there with mine so we can pin it
Okay.
together. Somebody said, could you post both of y'all's mentor sites? So I have mine, and then yours is
Well, I don't have the mentorship site is not posted, but my course and my consultation links.
What's your consultation? Calendly?
Yep, Calendly.
/
What is it? Big Vic Coaching. Calendly.com/Big Vic Coaching.
BIGGVIC
Coaching. Yep. Coaching. But my mentorship program is on the way. We got 207 likes on this one. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Corey. I got your $10 on my Cash App.
Thanks, Corey.
Thank you, Corey. Listen, if you guys are interested in mentorship, or if you're interested in Big Vic's mentorship is not up yet, but you can have a sit down with him, and you can also have a sit down with us, or sign up for our mentorship program at either one of those Calendly sites. Now, listen, my husband and I and Big Vic are partners. We're friends.
We're friends, yeah.
This has not, I don't mean partner, I mean partners.
Yeah, partner,
PATNA apostrophe S. So it's no love loss if you go to us instead of Vic.
That's
or
right.
if you go to Vic instead of us, or
all
if you
good.
go to both of us. It's
all
all
good.
love.
Yeah, it's all
There's
good.
times when I'm on consultations, Big, I'm the queen of calling him in the middle or whatever.
Yep.
On a consultation or whatever, and the same with Trucking Out the Box and WJ. We know each other's strengths, right? And we lean on it. If you have a consultation with me and you want to talk about rental trucks and how to do this and how to do that, I have been known to call Trucking Out the Box and pull them into the call so that they can answer your questions. So whoever you choose, whoever you vibe with, whatever energy you feeling, that's who you go with. We just want to see you win.
Right.
That's it.
That's the bottom line. We want to see you win.
That's it.
Oh, this is a question for Vic right here.
Let's see. I have DAT load board. Wait, let me see when it pops up over here. I have DAT load board that don't give you average pay rate. How do you know how much to get for running a load? I don't want to lowball myself. If you don't want to lowball yourself, upgrade that membership.
Yeah.
Period.
The pro.
At least get the pro plan, the middle plan. That way you can see the 15-day average of what the load what the loads are paying for the lane or the load that you're looking at. So that way you have a better gauge of what to kind of negotiate, because what the brokers are going to tell you when you look at that 15-day or 30-day average of that the load for that lane, they're going to tell you that that number is for 53 footers. So if you have a 26-foot box truck, basically what you want to do is you want to try to get as close to that number as possible. Even though they're going to tell you, well, that's for 53 footers. And I like to tell them, well, okay, I'm a box truck. I still will be driving the same miles
Right.
of a 53 footer. My box is just shorter. So how close can we get to this number? I need to get as close as possible to that number, because what you're not going to do is post a load for $500 and the 15-day average is paying $3,500.
Right.
Lost your whole lost your whole mind if you think I'm gonna pay you to run your load. That's not gonna happen. Because in essence, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be paying you to run your load. If I ran a load for $500 and a 15-day average is paying $3,500 to move it, for that lane, or however long that distance is for that load. So that's something you definitely want to do. Like the minute I upgraded from the free plan, not the free plan, but the lowest plan, and I upgraded my DAT to like the pro plan, I seen a immediate difference. I was booking freight faster. For me, I know Trucking Out the Box, he had a different experience just off of the lower plan with DAT, but he still wasn't able to see that 15-day average, but he was running freight enough to kind of know how to negotiate with the brokers too for a lot of the freight that he was moving. So he really didn't need that. But when you're brand new, you need a number to be able to gauge those loads by, so that you just won't be saying all I want is $2 a mile. Because what if the 15-day average is $4 a mile?
Right.
And you done short yourself a whole $1 that you could have got closer to that load, because you just didn't know. All you heard was people on YouTube say, try to get at least $2 a mile.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's very, very, very important when it comes to negotiating with these brokers.
Absolutely.
Get the pro plan.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yourself.
Invest in yourself. It's worth it.
Yeah. Eastside Blog says the rental plug hit Trucking Empire on YouTube. Hit his email. So I posted it because I know that Trucking Empire was mentored by Trucking Out the Box. I know that, right? I don't know him. So that's, our recommendation here on our live is Trucking Out the Box. If you want a reliable rental plug, Trucking Out the Box is our recommendation. Let's see.
What's a good average for insurance?
That's also that question has so many answers.
It does.
That's like insurance is this. What does your MVR record look like?
Mm-hmm.
How many accidents you've been in?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
Mm-hmm.
So
variables.
It's a lot of variables. It really depends on you. Like what I pay might be different than what my husband would pay. You know what I'm saying? It might be different what Vic would pay.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on a lot of stuff. So the only thing that we can tell you is that trucking insurance can be expensive.
That's right.
That's your biggest.
Listen.
That's your biggest bill. That is your biggest bill. What it's going to look like for you really, really depends on your record. Now I can tell you what we paid when I was first signing up for insurance for us. I was signing up with the Amazon requirements and with myself and my husband as drivers. And they said it was going to be $3,600
with the rental.
With the rental. And they said it was going to be $3,600. So I went back
to put
down payment and $2,600 a month.
Right. There you go, man.
Right. So
they were knocking me in the head. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You think I'm going to get any folk?
So I went back
Whoa.
and thought about it.
Man.
Went back and thought about it, and I said, you know what? Instead of the Amazon requirements, I'm just going to get the FMCSA requirements because it was a little less.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You mean the insurance for Amazon requirements?
yes,
So you got the rental truck without the Amazon insurance requirements.
right. I just got the FMCSA requirements because
$750.
at that point we were just trying to get approved by the FMCSA.
First, correct.
So I didn't worry about the Amazon requirements, which
Okay.
were just a little higher.
Right.
Also, I looked at who had an accident in the last few years and who didn't. And so I decided, after I talked to my husband, to just get in the insurance with me
Mm-hmm.
and the FMCSA requirements.
Mm-hmm.
When we did that, instead of the both of us, and instead of the Amazon requirements, it went down to $2,300 down, and then like $2,100 a month. Once we got approved, we added what we needed. Him as a driver, we added the Amazon.
Right.
But hey, tell him what it went to once we got out the rental truck
Wow.
and got our own vehicle. Because check this out. When you get a rental truck, they require that you your equipment will be worth like 75 to 85,000, depending on what company you go with.
So they're gonna run your insurance rate up.
That's gonna
Cause
run your
the
insurance.
truck value of the truck is up there.
Yeah,
But them trucks ain't even worth. I mean,
they're
you know,
not
a lot,
even worth it.
right? They're not worth no 80,000. I mean, if they were brand new, I thought. But if when we got that purchase that new truck, but that insurance went down, I was like, okay, whew, what? It went down about what, 1,400, 12,
It
something
went
like
to our insurance is $1,450.
That's a lot. That's a big difference.
Yeah, it went from 14. It went from 2,100. I'm sorry, 2,300 a month to 1,450 because it went down almost $1,000.
And that's still high to me. That's
Yeah.
still high.
It's still high, but it's not high as it was.
Right. I can deal with that a little bit.
Yeah. So, and here's another gem. This Progressive doesn't do an inspection to determine what
our personal vehicle was.
what is worth.
Yeah.
They ask you. So we paid $22,500 for our vehicle, right? But we valued it at $40,000. So if we total it, then we're going to get $40,000 for that vehicle. So just a little gem, when you go to set the cost of your vehicle, keep in mind if something happened to it, what you're going to need to replace it.
Mm-hmm.
But don't shoot yourself in the foot.
No, I know WJ was telling us, make sure you got the right, what we was talking about, make sure the insurance people, the agent know that, you know, the truck's worth, and that if it be's in if it's in an accident, you know, that, you know, it's covered, you know, remember when
right. His insurance was set up where he would only get like 50% back or whatever. So he was encouraging everybody to make sure you understand what type of insurance you have.
Right.
And so we actually call our insurance company because we panic when we see stuff like that happen to people. We actually call the insurance company to confirm, and they confirm that what our truck is worth, we would be paid up to that depending on what happened to the truck. It's like fire.
And what year was the rental? What year?
The rental was 20. Our first rental was a 2015. It was priced at $75,000. Our second rental was a 2016.
Priced at $75,000.
Yeah.
That's how much insurance they had y'all put on it?
Yes. Budget.
To cover the truck.
Budget.
And it wasn't even worth $75,000.
It wasn't even worth $75,000. And when they gave us a 2016, we had to move it to $85,000.
Boy, they think they so slick.
Ooh, beat my head in, man.
They think they're so slick because that's gonna make the insurance price go up.
Right.
Yeah.
When you have to cover 80,000 or 85.
85.
And listen, you said 85. That's way before prices was even where they're at now for the trucks.
Right.
That's crazy.
Exactly. But that's the rental companies. That's what they do.
Right. They're trying to get up. They actually low key not saying they want you to get into an accident, but if you do, they're gonna get them a new truck
Right.
Yeah.
off of your
2
insurance.
new trucks.
Crazy.
Got 2 of them. Yeah.
2 new trucks.
Right, exactly. At that time, 2
Yeah.
new trucks. Absolutely right.
Shaquita Wilkerson says, do you help set up the authority with your mentor program? Yes, we do. We with the mentorship program, we can take you from the LLC all the way to running loads with Amazon. We help you
All the
with
way to
whatever
there.
is necessary. And
Mhm.
also with the 6-figure box truck course that Big Vic has, he walks you through everything on how to get set up as well. So, you know, depending on who you go with, you're going to get what you need to set up your business. I think you peeping over his shoulder while he's doing it. Isn't that right?
That's
Vic?
it.
Yeah.
You like this. This is my shoulder. You like this. You watching me walk you through every single thing. That entire application process. I'll go step by step through it. This is what you put
Absolutely.
in. This is what you put in here. This is how you check that. Yeah.
You guys, if you look down in this description box of any one of my videos, all the steps to set up your business are there as well. So if you can go through the steps, if you're the type of person that you don't need your hand held, the steps are there.
No, so that question right there is definitely no. Tessie girl asked, when purchasing the truck, can you put personal insurance on the truck until you gain your authority to actually add your commercial insurance? No, you cannot. Not
No.
personal insurance on a commercial vehicle, no. But what you can do, and I don't think a lot of people know this, is when you do go purchase a truck, let's say you do go buy it from a private seller, what you can do is get temporary insurance for 72 hours to go pick up that truck and drive it home. So I've known people that purchase trucks and let their truck just sit at the dealer or wherever it's at until they finally get their commercial insurance on it. But you can actually get temporary insurance. I paid like $270, I want to say, for 72 hours, and I drove my first truck from Orlando back here to Columbia and parked it. Yep. So but you cannot do that though.
So you can get temporary insurance. Is that with everybody? Did you go through your agent or with,
I went through a different agent.
okay.
They were kind of like one of the only ones that was open at the time and could actually do it for me. So they put they sent me everything through email, and I had an active policy to be able to drive it, put it on the interstate and bring it home.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question from Said TV. If you could give a monthly average of how much maintenance is needed for a truck.
Okay, so a monthly average for how much maintenance will be needed on the truck would depend upon, what kind of condition is your truck in when you first get it.
Mm-hmm.
We bought this truck, and man, the truck we rode that truck for about how many months? About
from June to last month.
I'm saying we rode that truck for around about 3-4 months before we did any maintenance on it.
Oh yeah.
And the maintenance that we done on it was
oil change.
No, the maintenance that we done on it was the rear tires. If y'all remember the tires, that video, the recap tires.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we did was we had a good guy who was pretty honest. We kind of felt each other out, met each other face to face. And he already had the truck, the PM did on the truck. And so I called the PM people and asked them, did they know him? Had this truck been serviced? Do they know this truck? And they gave me a thumbs up on it. I talked to the mechanic guy, and he told us the truck was in good condition. So we haven't had any major maintenance on the truck except for those batteries. And when those batteries went out, and I really didn't know. I knew it had lost power when the batteries went out.
This was last week in the snowstorm.
Right. So I replaced the battery, got the people to come out, put the batteries in, and then the truck went dead a couple of days ago again. I knew it was the alternator, so I had to go buy an alternator, put the alternator in. And so that's about the only maintenance. We had some front tires put on, but that's about the only maintenance. So it all depends on, the condition that your truck is in when you purchase it.
What about you, Vic?
Maintenance wise, well, what I would say is this: what you really should be doing once you do get in the vehicle is whatever you're making for the month. I mean, excuse me, for the week. Whatever you every week, you need to just be taking money and sitting a portion of that to the side for maintenance. That
Yes.
way, that kills the entire what you need monthly as far as maintenance costs. Because if you have a good running truck and you keep your, take care of all your pre-trip inspections, post-trip inspections before you crank up that vehicle, check everything that's supposed to be checked. That's gonna keep you in better shape, keep your truck in better shape, as opposed to just jumping in there and running loads. And you don't know, you might jump in there, you might be low on coolant. You never know. That's why it's important to pre-trip before you take any loads. But take uh 10%, 15%, whatever you feel you need to take, is $100, $200 a week. Put that to the side for maintenance. So if anything goes wrong with that, you can start stacking that money up. Just have it sitting there for maintenance. That's very important. You definitely have to do that. You just can't be you making money. You just can't be dropping bread. You need to put that money to the side.
Right.
Take
Well,
out for that maintenance. It's important.
yeah, and I'll say too, you're gonna do the regular things like the oil changes
Fuel
every
filter.
so many months. The fuel filter, you want to get it changed when you change the oil. The fuel
Water.
separator, water separator. You want to keep that changed and keep some type of lubricant into your diesel oil so it keeps the engine lubricated. So those are real small maintenance that you have to do to your vehicle. Like every 3-4 months, something like that. So that's kind of small, but like Vic said, you got to put something back, man.
That's right. Tell Billy Ray we work with people all across the United States. Don't matter wherever you at. As long as you in the US, I can work with you. BoxTruck couple can work with you. Get you up and running, brother.
Absolutely. Tony S says, can you use a virtual mailbox address for cheaper insurance? I don't have experience with that.
Can use a virtual mailbox for a virtual mailbox for address for cheaper insurance. A virtual address. Virtual. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. That's definitely possible. But if you use that address, you have to be setting up your LLC from that particular address as well. Like you need to set up your entire business with that at that address to be able to, especially if you live in New York and you're trying to get cheaper insurance and you're setting up your company in another state. Yes, you can get cheaper insurance that way. Definitely. Let me give a quick disclaimer really quickly. So, guys, listen, I know there's a lot of channels popping up. I got to go back to this for a second. There's a lot of channels popping up, and you guys really have to be careful on who you get your information from. Just know this. Cheapest is not always the best. Let me say that again. The cheapest is not always the best. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right there. Let's go.
So Dub J's World says that he makes a comment everyday treatment for fuel. So
EBT.
yeah, so you want to do that every time you fuel up. Yeah.
I need to get that. I definitely need to get that then.
Yeah. You brought up a good point, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I'm gonna say this. I'll be watching channels, right? A lot of people comment and they say, I got a channel, watch my channel, subscribe, and I do. And I've heard some information. We have been misinformed. In the beginning, we started this channel to teach people as we learn. So there were some things that we wasn't clear, and we posed questions, or we specifically said this is our understanding. And if we got a different understanding, we clarified, right? But I appreciate Vic saying you have to be careful who you listen to. Sure, there are people that have mentorship programs and have different information at a lower price. That's fine. A lot of those people have had consultations with us, got the information that they requested, and now they're passing it on. You have to understand if somebody actually knows what they're talking about, or if it's not something that they've heard on another video. I've heard new YouTubers say things like, this load is only 5,000 pounds, but I can put 25,999 pounds on my truck, so I'm good.
Lord have mercy.
You can't.
Lord have mercy.
You have to understand how to
Gotta know
weigh
what you're
a
doing.
truck full of diesel, subtract that from your gross weight, and then that's what you can put on your truck. You have to understand the basics. So just be careful, y'all.
That's right. Be
Not just
careful.
when it comes to mentorship programs and consultations, it's just getting the wrong information, period. It's no hate. It's all love out here. I want to see everybody succeed. We have several mentees that have started their own YouTube channels, and I shout them out all the time. I want you to succeed. What I don't want is people that listen to our channel, our subscribers, our family, to listen to other people who are giving the wrong information, and then they end up it costing you. Okay, because if you follow the wrong information on stuff like weight, and you get stopped by the DOT with 15,000 pounds on your truck because you think you still got 10,000 pounds left,
Right,
it's
you
gonna
do.
cost you $10,000.
Got that right. You're gonna be stopped right where you at. You know, you would that truck would not be moving from wherever they stop you at. You can forget about it. You better call it broke up.
Again.
Hey, yeah, Big, I got pulled over. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to haul this load. You're gonna be all jammed up.
Yeah.
Your box trucking career may end that day because it's gonna cost you a lot of money to get out of that.
Yeah, a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Woo.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful, y'all. Be more careful.
You got to. All right, I'm gonna let it go now.
I just want to know one thing, man. When y'all gonna get a man to get for a $50?
Okay.
He told me, I just want to know one thing.
I like these folks, man. They not these folk, right? If I come on,
I'm sitting here racking my brain. Like, do I need to write everybody cash out down on a piece of paper and shake the bowl up and have?
I thought about that, but that's a lot. That's a lot of cash outs you would be writing down.
Like, I feel like it's only going to be fair to do the comment picker, and we have tried to use the comment picker, but it won't allow us to pick comments on a live.
Okay, so my question is still,
so
when you gonna give my folk their money?
So here's my suggestion. My suggestion is, and just pin the winner comment. We can't pick a comment because it won't allow us. See, like, I don't want to just scroll through and land on a name. I want to put all of your comments into a comment picker where it'll be fair and the computer will pick it. So what I'm thinking and what Big suggested is, as soon as the live is over, you guys go and put your cash out in the regular comment section, not the live box.
Right.
When I close the video and it's posted, you can comment in the regular comment section. So perfect. What you can do,
pick the first and the second pick.
It's 8:53. We've already been on 2 hours. We'll take another 1 or 2 questions and go ahead and close at 9. And we'll give you what, till 9:15 or 9:30 or what? Because Vic, I'm gonna need you back on the phone. We can do a video real quick.
Look, what I'm trying to do, y'all, is get y'all money. That's what I'm trying to do. Get y'all money. Okay, all
right. Yeah. So yeah, definitely we can. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
I mean,
take a couple more questions.
We'll take a couple.
We'll close out at 9:15. Give them. It shouldn't take 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll close out at 9:15, and at 9:30 we'll pick a winner, and then we'll post a quick video, right?
Right. Well, you gonna come back on live, or you gonna post the video?
We can stay in this platform.
Right, we can record it.
And I can
We
record it.
Right,
Right.
correct. And
And
you're
then
gonna
post
post it. Okay.
Okay, I feel good about it.
Yep. That sounds
I'm
good.
All
sorry,
he
y'all.
think about is money, money,
I want
money.
y'all to get some money though.
I want them to get some money too. I came to him like I didn't know what he was gonna say, because let me tell you something. My husband hold on to $1.
Look who just put they Cash App in the in the chat.
Trucking out the
Oh,
box.
talking out about man.
Courtney, get out of here. Courtney done slid his Cash App in there.
That's a good try though, man.
That was a good try.
We are definitely not picking you. Trucking out the box. Click on that link.
Hey, trucking out the box might get.
Click on that link.
He might
Trucking
get
out the
picked
box.
like you got picked from
I
Bigg.
know, right? Yeah.
We ain't picking him. Click on that link. Trucking out the box.
Each page, okay.
Adrian, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick after the live.
Y'all don't forget our live is Sunday with truck on the Trucking Out the Box channel, right?
That's why I want them to come on in.
Don't forget our live this Sunday coming up with Trucking Out the Box. We'll be on their channel on Sunday answering questions live. So we'll be bringing y'all guys onto the chat. I mean onto the live to answer y'all questions live. So y'all can jump on, ask y'all questions. You know, we can make it do what it do. It says, when is your next live where you look at the load boards? My next live, what's today? Wednesday? I'll probably do another live on Friday. I'll probably jump on live Friday. Katrina said she put the wrong Cash App info in the beginning. The real one is Zalia222. So what we're gonna do is after this live, y'all, 9:15, we're gonna shut the live down. Immediately after this live ends, go to the regular comment section, put your Cash Apps in there, and from there we are going to select the winner, and then Christy we're gonna record it, giving up who the winner is, and we're gonna select. Y'all gonna get y'all bread. Y'all gonna get that bread. We got a hundo. We got what Courtney said. We got a honey bun. We got a honey bun. We're gonna hit y'all with.
Honey bun to work, what?
We got a honey bun.
Doesn't matter how many times we comment our name.
Yes, it does. One time, please.
One time. Very good.
Oh yeah, that's the question I missed earlier. I did see that. Teresa asked, what do I think about my virtual fleet load board? My virtual fleet load board, I personally don't have that, but I do know people that have that. There's kind of like a way that you kind of have to finesse your way into that, so you're not paying as much money for that particular load board, but you have to bid on those loads. Now, I don't like that part. I don't like that you have to bid on those loads. Who's K?
I have no idea. They joined the live.
What's up, everybody?
You let them in?
Talking out the ball.
I'm trying to. I thought it was WJ. Who is?
Catch us up to
No,
speed.
that's not WJ right there.
What's up, Kay?
We don't know who K is.
We know who's talking out the box here though. What's going on, y'all?
Do the big countdown, y'all. So hold on, what's going on? We missed something. Y'all doing a giveaway?
Yeah, we did. We doing the giveaway.
Yeah, we doing.
Y'all sound like y'all want to add to the giveaway.
How much of the giveaway did y'all do?
We doing $50.
$250.
We're $100, so it's 50-50.
Make it 3, man. Trucking Out the Box got a 50 ball for you. Make it 3, man.
350s. They go 350. So we're gonna pick 3 winners.
Make it 3, man.
We're gonna do 3 winners.
And we got a great question here. Billy Reese says, "How were you guys able to become so successful with this business? Did y'all learn this from Coach Sheldon's blueprint?" I think this is a great question, and I think all of us should get a chance to answer it. Big Vic, you want to go first?
Okay, so let me say this. I didn't know who Coach Sheldon was till after I almost hit 6 figures in this business. So I'll be honest with you. I never knew who they were. Matter of fact, when I released my course, I seen in Google search, when you search box trucks, I seen their course available for sale. So I never knew who they were. Matter of fact, I seen them on Earn Your Leisure channel. I did see them, and I seen something about box trucks. I had never heard of them before. So yeah, I never heard of them before until just recently. You guys knew about them before
No, we
when
did
y'all
not.
got started?
We didn't know about them either. I just recently seen them in 2022, actually. Dang, I think I randomly seen them on somebody did an interview.
Right, interview. Earn Your Leisure probably was. That's the channel I seen them on.
Okay.
They had interviewed them. It's the husband and the wife, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it was a long interview, but I just seen clips of I think they promoted one of their Instagram.
Okay.
Because obviously, like you was making fun of earlier, we don't follow. So I seen something, somehow I seen it, and I clicked on it, I started watching and stuff like that, and and I was like, okay.
They the Kanye's of the trucking they the Kanye's of the trucking space.
So I started going through his page and stuff like that, and start being nosy. I'm looking at how much he charging for this, that, and the third, and stuff like that. And I just found out about him 2022.
No
Shout
doubt.
out to everybody in the trucking gang, though. Shout out to everybody.
For sure.
Well, us personally, through research, I was looking at different YouTubers, and the person that stood out for me was Demetrius B, right? And so after we got LLC, EIN, authority was like a couple of days out. We already had insurance. We were just waiting on, matter of fact, we already had our authority. We were waiting on Amazon because the day that we had a consultation with Demetrius B, he told us how to check the weight of the truck by filling it up with diesel and going to the truck stop. And we got off the phone with him and went and did it.
Right.
Before I even went through his course. And he told me that he went through Coach Sheldon's class. I had no idea.
Oh, he did?
Coach Sheldon was. Yeah.
Okay.
He told me that he got into the game in Coach Sheldon's class. Didn't know who it was. But when I met with Demetrius, we already had our authority. We were just waiting, and we had questions that I wasn't able to get the answer to doing research. Now, we've all confirmed that we didn't go through Coach Sheldon. Here's how we were successful. We were hungry. So being hungry, we learned how to come up with some money, right? We learned how to use the load board. It wasn't about getting a dispatcher. It was, how can I get this money for myself? So we got on the load board and we learned how to book a load. Our first load was crap. It was $400 for 160 miles. That's why I use that scenario all the time, right? But I was so happy that we had that load, and my husband couldn't even go. He had a job he had to do. I went to Montgomery, Alabama, all by myself.
Yep.
We were so happy. Birmingham, Alabama, all by myself. We were so happy to have that load, right? And then from there, we learned what to take, what not to take. The next night, I did Amazon load by myself.
That's the best way. Didn't you?
That's it. Learn by experience.
Didn't you appreciate learning like that and stuff like that? I remember that too. So y'all didn't even have a lift gate or nothing like that. On y'all first truck. So
listen.
We took a truck without a lift gate.
Listen, let me tell you.
Too, y'all willing to? Y'all like, okay, no lift gate. I need it.
I gotta have it right here, man.
Listen, let me tell you who came in the game super raw though.
That's right.
These two right here at the bottom of the screen, they came in the game super raw. When I say raw, I'm talking about they was just in the hotel, pulled the phone out. I don't even know how to work this thing. Let me see. How's the angle looking?
Learning about B-roll, right?
Listen, man. Listen. I got so much respect for them two right there because they came in here, went to work, figured it out, and just got busy. Even started putting their compliance book together and everything. I was just like, yo, and it was a new channel. It was like, I'm not even looking at them as competition or nothing like that. I'm like, yo, they just getting started. They're trying to figure this thing out. Yeah. They hungry. They got their rental truck. Man, listen, I can tell.
What? Yeah,
I can
what?
see hunger. When you listen, when you hungry, you get in here and you just figure things out. But now, thankfully, each and every last one of us could have came in this business, just minded our business, made our money,
Yeah.
forget YouTube. We just gonna get our money and not even try to, spread the love, or even create channels, because there's channels out there. Of course, I personally was watching Demetrius B. I think I may have watched Kobe a couple of times, but he wasn't in the truck like that. He
Yeah.
wasn't in the truck like that. He gave you more of the business perspective side of it, but Demetrius was actually in the truck, going to Amazon, running the loads. You can see the post offices pulling the pallets out. You kind of getting an idea of how
What
this whole thing worked. And it wasn't even so when I started dealing with brokers, nobody told me how to, really work with brokers. I just really knew about Amazon. So I was like, yo, I got to start trying to work with some of these brokers out here and, just start booking some loads. And I started doing it. I sort of was figuring a lot of this stuff out. I was hungry though. I just put the work in. Truck wasn't even.
The
I had a
same.
truck with 500,000 miles on it. I was
Yeah,
hungry.
we did
I said, I'm going to work.
thing.
Yeah.
We did the exact same thing. Like we didn't know about brokers, nor did we hear. We didn't.
Right.
I remember watching Kobe live because Kobe used to say little words and stuff too, and I still got my notebook to this day. Actually, y'all, just in case y'all don't believe me, it's right here, pages all you see it. So I still got my notebook to this day where I was writing all the notes. I'm writing notes, and he's saying words broker. He's saying XPO logistics. He's saying RTS. I don't know OTR. He's saying all this. I'm like, listen, ABC. I don't know what he's saying.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm writing it down and I'm trying to figure out what it is. So, when we hopped in the game, we actually paid a trucking company for a dispatcher we never used. They were saying, "Oh, we're getting all this money on YouTube." Because just like our first couple channels that we watched, obviously was definitely Kobe Pegway. We definitely caught the December vibe from Demetrius B.
Peak season.
Yeah, definitely caught that. And David McGill, shout out to David McGill.
Yeah.
And there was a few others around at the time that's not even together at this time. So, we did exactly like you did, bro. Our first load, we woke up at 4 o'clock. If y'all know my channel, we always talk about how we woke up at 5 o'clock California time. Listen, this day, I think I woke up at 3:30. I think we set our alarm for 4, so she was still asleep at 4. I'm so excited, not knowing what's going on. I'm in the living room with the laptop open. We only had one laptop at the time. We had one laptop at the time. I'm on my laptop trying to book the load, and I got the guy calling me trying to give us the load. The little dispatcher, he trying to give us the load. It wasn't no help at all, so we fired him right then and there, and we ended up booking our first load for 4,000 go across country. And we ain't looked back ever since.
Listen, it was just. I appreciate the way that I really got started in this whole thing, because I remember it was three things that made me say it's go time. Number one, Kobe showed, he had that screenshot up of how much money he made with just Amazon. That was a green light for me. Then Demetrius B said he did that 20K in a month with Amazon. And then my boy Twan came in and solidified it when he came in the shop and was like, yo, I did this with Amazon, last week. I said, you did that with Amazon? I said, okay, I'm going to Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna find me a truck. As soon as I get this truck, I'm gonna get it. I'm going down to Orlando. I drove to Orlando, Florida. The truck had just a little bit of little smoke coming out up under it. I'm looking like, man, please, I hope I can make it home in this truck, because if this thing get me home, I'm gonna make me some money in this business. That truck got me home. I had a little teeny 12 feet 1 inch box height. I'm taking boxes off the truck to get them to stuff Amazon pallets in the truck. I'm like, I'm gonna make this thing work. But I made it work for 2 months and a half, and I think I did maybe, I want to say maybe 25,000 that first couple months. I was like, we late. Oh, it's on. I said, it's time for truck number 2. This thing too easy right here. After I got in, I'm like, yo, this about to be insane right here. This
Amazon was such a trip. And then if y'all remember, we was in Minnesota. So first off, I didn't know nothing about no dock to dock. I didn't even know what that was. Second off, I didn't know nothing about a post office, even a post office having a block, let alone Amazon to Amazon. So we pulling up out in the freezing cold, using a pallet jack at every
We
stop.
gotta use the lift gate at every stop. So
Using
all these pallets.
Wow.
And we with a small door. This one post office, the door wasn't even big enough for the pallet. So they had to bring the cages out and we had to break down each pallet and
Oh my God.
all the packages.
Ooh.
Wow.
What really?
Every day he kept bringing us the same route.
I know.
We had to do that route every day, and I'm like,
I had to switch the route. They was too happy to see her walking in. I'm like, hey, let's switch it up a little. They too happy when we talking to her. They having a nice conversation.
Yeah. Okay, that's my man right now. That's my man.
I'm like, he like, oh, he then when you know sometimes the door is shut, so he ended up
Take the comment off.
together. I don't know what the hell going. So I'm like,
There you go. That was no time.
We ain't gonna get him started.
Yeah, man. I be looking like that. I'm like, what going on in there, man? I'm like, man, come on out here and grab that pallet jack, man.
What?
giggly wiggly. I'm like,
A lot of laughing going on.
Yeah, sure will, man. I'm like, man, come on, man. We gotta get to the next stop, man. Come on, man.
mind you, she got me doing that. This her job, right? She pulls up, hop out. This her. She flipping the switch on the lift gate.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes she ain't even looking at me.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my bad, babe. Oh my god. Oh, like, man.
I'm telling her, man, grab that jack, man. Go ahead and grab that jack. I'm on you on in here. Go on in.
He be feeling like
I'm
that
trying to
nigga
squeeze through the door. She acting like she's pushing. Oh my god, I'm like, man, we breaking the pallet down. I gotta break the pallet down. I'm irritated. I said, look, we ain't doing that no more. Nice, they're nice. I said, I don't care. We ain't doing it. No. We ain't doing it.
No.
Yeah, but that's the key, you guys. You got to be hungry. You got to, if you want it, you do whatever it takes to get it. Like the real entrepreneur spirit is doing whatever it takes to come up.
And they still getting it. They getting CDL license and everything.
Yeah,
That's right.
Look
That's right.
Look at Big Vic. When Amazon ain't working, he OTR.
Right.
OTR.
Make it happen.
In between, he putting all he got into his content. It's stuff he got coming up. Y'all don't know about, y'all. He working hard behind the scenes. So it take more than one hustle. Trucking out the box, they go from being on the road to training other people to look, they didn't have drivers. They had a program to help people to be their own
paid
bosses.
program.
Right? Somebody mentioned Trucking Empire earlier. That's his protege.
That's right.
He trained him up. So you know
they said go to Trucking Empire for the rental plug.
For the rental plug.
Y'all missed that.
No, look, I know that they was mentored
For sure.
by Trucking Out the Box, but I don't know him. Go to Trucking Out the Box. That's where he gets his information from. Okay, and nothing against nobody, y'all, but we can only refer who we know, and these are our partners,
hard workers, yeah,
and we know
right.
how hard they working. Like they dispatching now. Like, man, you got to do what you got to do. That's how you successful. You do what you got to do to get what you're trying to get.
Listen, listen. One thing. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about this business, when you start getting in the higher numbers and making good money, you know what I'm saying? You really have no reason to hate on nobody's success. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's eating good, and there's no reason. Like it's not like people are like none of us are like struggling. If we were before this, like we're not struggling now. So it's like it's love, and we just spread the love, man. And it's a beautiful thing. See, when you spread love, it comes back to you.
And I love that. I probably talk about it almost every single video. I bring it up all the time to my mentees, or when I'm in a consultation or something, and someone's trying to get in. I tell them all the time, especially, and I'll be honest, y'all, especially the minorities. Like I tell them all the time, this industry is just so receiving and so receptive. You guys see it all the time on BoxTruck Couple channel. Some of their mentees or people that they mess with, they make a channel, they promoting them now. They out the gate immediately. So, you know, it's just stuff like that. They got their own channel, they doing their own thing, but you see with a blink of an eye, they'll upload somebody else's channel. Just like she mentioned, Trucking Empire. He didn't. You guys can ask him. He hated YouTube. Didn't want to get on the front of the camera for nothing. Was totally against it. Couldn't talk.
He love it now.
To make a video, right? And he's like, you know what? No, I love it. Thank you. And now he's selling his information that he has for sale, and you're able to get it. So yeah, it's definitely very receptive. It's a lot of love, and honestly, so far, literally, it's all we attract, and it's all we give out, and I love it.
Absolutely. If you're not currently subscribed to Trucking Empire, make sure you go do that. Also, I have 2 mentees. My husband and I mentored Riding with the Rutledges. Make sure you go check them out. We also mentored Life's Journey. Make sure you go check them out. That's Patrick, the one you saw a video of us training him here for 2 days in Atlanta.
In the truck with us.
In the truck. He all out in California, Colorado, everywhere. He just riding out. So Riding with the Rutledges, Life's Journey, Trucking Empire. Y'all make sure that you shout them out.
Shout out to them. Yeah, definitely. Add everybody's channel, man. Appreciate everybody on here too.
WJ said Christy gave my channel life because she wanted to go live with me. Listen.
I'm like, man, WJ is doing it. I kept reaching out to him. He didn't want to answer me back.
I kept saying, like, who was Double J, man? Who Double J?
Look, hey, listen.
He got a wife?
Look, Doug got me in trouble this morning. I was on the phone with Doug last night. Listen, I'm on the phone with Doug. He got me in trouble for 2 reasons. Number one, I ain't crawling to the bed till about midnight, 12:30. I'm trying to wake her up. She acted dead sleep. I'm like, hey, you up? She roll over. This is how she showed me she up, roll over and face the wall instead of me. So I'm like, damn, okay, I'm in trouble. Then I wake up and look at the account like, wait a minute, what is this? I said, oh yeah, Dub showed me this camera and this
oh no.
And this and this
listen, that made my heart happy. Trucking Out the Box videos about to be lit.
For sure. He got that.
I'm about to edit some videos. Okay?
Listen, y'all learning. Listen, if y'all didn't just catch that just now, if y'all watching this right now, we all on this live. If y'all didn't just catch that just now, y'all missed something. See how you have to constantly continue to invest in your business? You have to continue to invest in your business. This man is getting game on what video equipment he needs to get to make his content pop even more, to make his lives look even stronger and sharper, you know. So he not doing the robot no more when we do our when he not say
we was on a 3-hour Zoom call.
Oh my God. I'm like, Courtney, where you at? Courtney, I'm in the mountains. We're coming through the mountains. This man got auto-tune over there, man. What's going on, man?
Listen, and he come out the room like a wild man. You been on this call for 3 hours. Who you talking to?
What's going on, man? Well, man, you been on that thing for 3? What?
Christy said, I got to go, y'all.
Okay, let me just give you this little bit right here, man. I know you got to go and somewhere. Hey, I got a little E when I heard y'all though, man. I was like, man, who's she talking to, man? I heard your voice. I was like, okay, they always shit talking to out of the box.
Yeah, you gotta be alert.
Family, yeah.
Yeah, in our next video too, I do want to tell everybody this. So for January, our last video of January will be our 4th consecutive live, and that'll be this upcoming Sunday with Box, WJ and my man Bigg TV. So like I said, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button on Trucking Out the Box channel so y'all can all be in attendance. But not only that, when I do finally drop a regular video that's not a live, that
Trucking Out the Box joined.
See what I'm saying? See, this is why they got it. They get their new camera equipment right here. This is why, y'all.
They live in the mountains. They
This is
coming.
why.
Might have to hang up and come back.
They got to get that. I'm gonna tell you what they need to get. They need to get that.
The
There's an extender, a
Yeah.
Wi-Fi extender that would make their
We had it.
Wi-Fi stronger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We had it when we were in Marietta. It made such a difference.
Yes, it does. No matter where you at, and most times in the house, it's gonna make your signal stronger.
Court, you might have to go out and come right back in. I don't know if he can even hear us. We're gonna give him a second, but it's past 9:15.
Yes, right.
It's
Yeah,
9:20.
we're supposed to let them drop them comments in the comment box.
Absolutely. We're gonna do this all over again on Sunday on Trucking Out the Boxes channel. If you're on the West Coast, it's going to be at 4:00 Pacific time. If you're on the East Coast, it's going to be at 7:00 Eastern. 7:00, right?
Eastern, right? 7 Eastern. Yep.
7:00 Eastern time. So make sure, and it's going to be on Trucking Out the Boxes channel. If you have any question about how to get there, you can look on the community page or any of our posts, whether on YouTube or Instagram, any of them. Ours, Big TV, WJ's World, or Trucking Out the Box. And all the information will be in the description box. But make sure you stay tuned because we're going to do this all over again on Sunday. Okay?
I'm glad y'all showed up. Thank y'all for coming on the live, though. It was turned up in here.
This
is like 240 people in here at one time. That's
Walter Bond stayed for 2 hours, y'all.
Let's give Walter a round of applause, y'all, because he stayed the whole time. Like, really.
Make sure y'all get that money.
Y'all give him a thumbs up in the car. Give Uncle Walt a thumbs up.
Sure.
Don't let me give y'all money.
Thumbs up. That's what's up right there.
Y'all give Uncle Walt a thumbs up in the comment section, man.
So listen. So soon as we end this, make sure y'all go in the regular comments under this video. It should post immediately. I think it will, right?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna post immediately. I think it does it immediately. If it doesn't, it should though. Make sure y'all go post y'all Cash Apps in there. We're gonna select 3 winners from the random comment selector. We should be able to come right in here, right, and pull it up once they leave the Cash Apps.
Yes.
And do the and do it from right here on the live again.
We'll stay on and we'll wait about 10 minutes and we'll do it. BY313, we use RTS. RTS, our contact is Justin at RTS. His number is 605-467-7572. It's also in the description box of any of my videos. 605-467-7572. Justin at RTS. All right. So Trucking Out the Box, we weren't able to get them back in. So we're going to go ahead and close this live. Thanks again for tuning in.
And we want to thank you for all the gifts.
Super chats, all the super chats.
Super chat.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for tapping in.
Yes.
Make sure y'all drop that Cash App if y'all want to win this 50 ball.
Not the live comment section, the regular
right in the main section. Drop your cash tag right after this ends. Come back to this video, drop it in the comment section. Y'all got 15 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
Y'all got 15 minutes to do it. Actually,
it's 9:23.
Let's give them 10 minutes because once this ends, it should pop right up. Yeah. And they can drop comments.
So 9:40. Let's do it at 9:40. That give them
right 9:40. We're gonna come back and look at all the comments, the cash tag comments, and we're gonna do the random comment selector, and she's gonna repost the new video selecting the winner. So y'all see that video too.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Be safe.
Peace. There we go. We back. And we back.
Okay, so the first thing I need to do